Org shot through the ranks of Open Division under the name of Augmented Authority to qualify for EU Contenders Trials. Since then, we have Org has had an impressive showing in Contenders Trials, defeating That's a Disband, Singularity Esports, Morning Stars Blue, and Bazooka Puppies, all neatly in a 3-1 before a lone loss to Snakes 3-1 as well. So that's the magic number, I guess, for this team. We have Org is home to one of the most dominant DPS duos in Contenders and a tank line literally our analysts won't shut up about while we're talking about the matches and putting in all of our notes. You would struggle to really find a true weak point on this roster, and they're within one map right now going into week 3 of first place in Contenders Trials. Today I'm joined by Midna and Wayfast to discuss the team's performance in Trials. Thanks so much for taking the time. I know you guys just got out of scrim, so I really appreciate you being on here with me.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Let's start from the beginning. First, congratulations on an incredible Open Division and honestly a great start to Contenders Trials as well. Wayfast, I'll send this one to you first. How do you feel about your team's performance so far through Open Divisions and Trials?
I think there were many ups and downs actually, but overall, I'm actually surprised with our performance. I think we did way better than everyone expected us to do. We were kind of coming in as the underdogs, I feel like.
Sure.
I wouldn't say Open Division, but maybe playoffs and Trials for sure.
What kind of ups and downs can you kind of tell me about? I mean, what are some of those struggles? Because I know you guys have a super rigorous schedule. If I remember reading your Augmented Authority team sheet right that you guys had sent to Broadcast.gg, like you guys have a huge practice schedule, a VOD review schedule. So what are some of those like big challenges that you guys have had to overcome to get here?
Yeah, I think one of our biggest issues is that we have a lot of smart players, right? But some of them have different views on the game, and so we tend to disagree a lot. You know, like one person might think a certain comp would be better on a certain point, but another player thinks the complete opposite. So it ends up just like as really long discussions, sometimes even like in game, that kind of ruin the practice,
Sure.
I guess.
Well, and I mean, you guys are where you are though, and a lot of that, like, it's kind of like that dissonance sometimes kind of brings you closer a little bit, makes the team better, even though it can be really challenging to talk to any of us over at Broadcast.gg about that. It can be, really, really tight sometimes, but it's something that really, kind of helps make the team better. Midna, how about you? I mean, you've, come in here as one of the main tanks, and how do you feel like you've performed individually so far through Open Division and Trials?
At the start, I was like a kind of washed up player because I stopped playing like for almost 1 year, and then I started playing again because I wanted to compete to reach a next level of gaming, and in general, like a next tier in the competitive game. And at first, I was probably the weakest one, and I was not at the same level of the other guys as Wayfast, Danny, and whoever is in the team. But then I feel like I've improved a lot. A lot of people told me that. I'm very proud of that, and the team as well improved a lot. So I'm actually very proud of that.
Well, I want to talk about one of your probably biggest victories to date, and that has to be against Morning Stars Blue. Midna, can you tell us a little bit about, or I guess either of you at this point, whichever one of you wants to take it, how you guys managed to pull off that victory of one that you have said before is probably your toughest match to date?
Before going into a match, you have to study your opponent. You have to go through bots, try to see what they do, see their movements, their weakness also, and you have to study like around their weakness, around your point of strength. You have to study a lot of things that will help you like winning the game. I felt like their weakness was like. Actually, our weakness was playing tanks against them because they're a really good tank team. And we had to bring them into the dive composition, or at least like trying to kite them all around so their 3-3 was not strong enough. And we actually managed to do that. We managed to find a composition that was good against the 3-3, against the triple tank and triple healer. And we managed to pull off the win.
Wow, that's crazy. Anything else to add to that one, Wayfast?
I think this win actually meant a lot to us, like in general, because we already lost to them twice in open
Right.
division. So it was more than just a win for Contenders Trials, but it was more like a personal revenge kind of thing. And I know that they're also a really strong Italian team, and Midna is Italian, and it was kind of like a rivalry there, I think.
Yeah, we are big friends, but when you go through a game, of course you're gonna do your best to win.
Definitely. I want to ask you guys a little bit about your team dynamic. Now, I've gotten a little bit of a taste for it already today, talking with you guys just about how you work together. Wayfast, you kind of talked about a little bit about, kind of maybe one of the more challenging parts is being, really opinionated about the game and wanting to spend a lot of time on having those discussions. But what's the dynamic for the team like? Are you guys really chill and outgoing? Is it all memes all day long? What does that look like?
Our team is probably one of the teams with like the strongest dynamic synergy. We're all very good friends. We always hang out even when we're not like practicing or scrimming or vaudevilling. We're always like doing stuff together. And I think it helps us a lot just because it helps you understand and not actually like get too mad at people that, for other teams it could cause them like really big issues, but we were just sorted out, with the help of our manager even sometimes.
So what about, let's look forward to Contenders Trials for a second. And, we're coming to a close here and you guys are sitting in third right now, and literally a map or half a map, however you want to look at it, separates your team from, third place and first place. It's really tight. So Midna, what do you see as your biggest barrier to walking away on top of Contenders Trials and moving forward?
Wow, that's a really good question. Let's say like our biggest barrier right now, I think it's like keeping a good mood, honestly. Like it happens sometimes that's maybe when you lose, or maybe even like when Scream goes wrong. Like, you're a bit sad because maybe you didn't do that much, maybe you did something wrong and you want to improve on that. But while improving on that, you are kind of sad. So I feel like when we are in a good mood, we're always doing fine and we're always doing perfect, actually. But when we're not in a good mood, we actually struggle a bit. So yeah, I think it's the mood.
Wayfast, anything to add to that one?
Yeah, I think we used to have this problem like way too much where it was really hurting the team. And because of that, everyone, I think, worked on themselves individually and together as a team. We talked about it. And I think overall, it actually helped bring our team together, And I mean, it was hard at first, but when we fixed it, I think it actually made things a lot better.
Sounds like you guys are doing something right there because, I mean, like you said, coming back for that revenge game against Morning Stars Blue, winning obviously is a huge personal victory right there. The last question I had for you guys, and I asked this a lot to teams and contenders, is as the let's just say this way, as one of the hosts of Contenders Trials, I don't have to do anything basically while you guys are playing except for watch and of course hang out and meme and Twitch chat. And you guys have kind of developed quite the following. Every time you guys are on, there's tons of people in the stream. You guys are definitely growing a loyal fan base. So, Wayfast, I'll start with you. Is there anything that you'd like to say to your fans, current or potential future fans, going forward as you guys kind of go into the home stretch of Contenders Trials?
Yeah. First of all, thank you, obviously. It means a lot. I think it actually means a lot more than people think because in our team, awesome people, like it makes them so happy, including me.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people like your name, in chat or tweeting at you that you're really good. It brings your confidence up a lot, and it just makes you feel so much better about your improvement.
Yeah.
This long open division season, and just in general about your performance recently.
Cool. Midna, what about you, man?
Okay, it's kind of the same of Wayfast. I would like to say thank you to everyone, like supporting every team, not just us, like supporting the player and the team itself. Second of all, I would like to say that cheering for the people who are playing, it's very, very important, guys, because it supports people so much, and it actually helped them like during the match. Because maybe like when I'm playing, I usually keep the stream on the second monitor, but I turn it off, so I'm not gonna watch the chat. But after I finish the match, like if I won, I'm gonna watch the chat. If I didn't, like I'm not gonna watch it. So it's kind of helpful, honestly.
Fair enough. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for taking the time, letting us get to know a little bit of the players behind the heroes of We Have Org. I think Wayfast, I did tweet at you. I was one of those people who tweeted at you. I'm like, Wayfast is one of my favorite DPS in Contenders Trials. So, but thank you both for taking the time. Congratulations on your success so far. I don't doubt that we have a long road of hearing of your names going forward. And I can't wait to see more of what you do. And good luck to you both for the rest of Contenders Trials and onward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it really means a lot.
And it was fun being here as well. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.